The war has ended. At least that is what we tell ourselves. But on this field you can see that endings are rarely simple. The ground is frozen, scarred by conflict. Trenches collapse like broken lines of memory, mud churned and cracked beneath a pale sun. Helmets lie abandoned, dented and empty. Dog tags glint faintly, catching the light of a gray dawn. Here, the past lingers. Not as rumor, not as legend, but as presence. Every step stirs the echoes of those who once moved across this land. This field stretches beyond what the eye can comprehend. Broken rifles, tattered flags, scattered belongings, a testament to lives interrupted. And in the stillness voices rise, names whispered over and over. Olena, Dima, Maxim. Each one a fragment of a story left unfinished. These are not cries for vengeance. They are calls for remembrance. Names that must not vanish from memory. And in this place where silence is a lie, the voices are everywhere. Even the wind carries their presence, bending through shattered buildings and twisted barbed wire. Each gust carries the metallic tang of abandoned steel, the subtle echo of footsteps that are no longer made. Night falls quickly. Mist rolls across the trenches like smoke from a distant fire. Shadows move with a life of their own, bending and twisting into shapes that are almost human. On a shallow mound, a pale hand emerges from the mud. It writes, scratches letters into the soil. Help. The act is not violent, not vengeful. It is an appeal, a plea to remember, to acknowledge that life once existed here in all its fragile ordinariness. A helmet floats, a dog tag spins in the fog. The field itself feels alive, breathing beneath your feet. Every hollow, every indentation carries weight. Every stone, every scrap of cloth, every fragment of paper is testimony. Figures begin to emerge from the fog. Soldiers, women, children, shapes of memory given form. They move slowly, deliberately, not to attack but to complete what remains unfinished. A soldier straightens a jacket. Another smooths a photograph. A hand hovers over a torn letter. The gestures are simple, mundane, yet profoundly moving. It is the humanity of the lost insisting on being acknowledged. And at the center, a tall figure stands. Helmet crooked, shoulders bowed. His eyes are dark, yet penetrating. In his hand is a small wooden scrap carved with one word: remember. The air trembles with the chorus of voices, soft, patient, insistent. Tell their names. Do not let us vanish. The field stretches endlessly, fog thickening, shadows lengthening. Names rise in layers, whispered, repeated, overlapping. Not angry, not threatening, but demanding attention, demanding memory. Boots in the mud, helmets on stumps, dog tags spinning. Each item carries weight. Each carries a story, and every story, though interrupted, seeks completion. Even time behaves differently here. Seconds stretch, moments linger. It is as if the field itself insists on reflection, on slow acknowledgement of the lives it has witnessed. As you walk among them, you realize the ghosts are not here to frighten. They are here to remind, to preserve memory, to insist that life, even when cut short, matters. Hands rise from the soil, not to strike, but to perform acts of ordinary humanity. Writing letters, lighting a cigarette that exists only in memory, adjusting a photograph. And above all, the tall soldier remains, watching, waiting, reminding, a sentinel of remembrance. He does not speak in words we understand, but his presence carries authority. His gesture is simple, a call to bear witness. The mist thickens further. Figures fade and reappear, blurred by fog, indistinct yet unmistakable. The whispers swell into a chorus, layering over the wind, over your own heartbeat. You hear every name, Not just soldiers, but children, mothers, fathers, lives cut short, promises left unfulfilled. And through it all, the message is clear. Remember them. Speak their names. Do not allow memory to fade. Even the earth seems to respond. A shallow grave shifts. Dust rises. Hands press through, writing, arranging, tending. The past refuses to remain buried. You begin to step backward, nearing the edge of the field. Your boots crunch in frost and mud. The tall soldier watches, steady and unwavering. The other figures linger in the mist, not threatening but waiting, reminding. The whispers continue, rising and falling in a rhythm that echoes like a heartbeat. Names repeated, layered. Names that must not vanish. Names that demand to be spoken aloud. The sun begins to rise, weak but persistent. Light glints off dog tags, helmets, shards of metal. The fog thins slightly, but the field does not feel empty. The memory lingers, thick in the air, palpable, and then, finally, a quiet settles over the field. The figures fade back into mist, but the names remain. Written in mud, in memory, in whispers carried by the wind. The child's drawing on the rifle remains, colors vibrant in the gray world around it. A final whisper drifts across the frost. Remember us. Even when you walk away, the field holds its stories. It waits for the next witness, and through your memory the voices live. Like and subscribe for more haunting stories.